Hey y'all, it's Dai Ming and welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can tell, today we are back with yet another video and yet another story time. Y'all know I don't like long introductions, so we about to get straight into it. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. So yo, I just wanted to tell this story. I was debating on telling this story because it's like, it's kind of short and it's kind of like all over the place, but I hope y'all just get the gist of what I'm saying. So as y'all can tell by the title, today's story is going to be about the time I had a jealous friend. So how can I start this? So we gonna give her a name. We gonna call her, okay, so we actually are gonna call this girl Ryan, because she actually was in another story time, the one where I said I bleached the girl or whatever. If y'all want to go watch that, y'all can go watch that. But this character is actually Ryan from that story time. So a little backstory on me and Ryan. Me and Ryan, I don't want to give too much detail because people will know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. But little backstory on me and Ryan. Me and Ryan went to middle school together, and then we kind of like fell off, and then like, well, after we graduated middle school, then we like reunited. Then we fell off again because I thought she set me up to fight somebody, which is another story time for another day. And then we fell off after that. And then I'ma say like 3 years ago, we started being cool again. So a little like backstory on her, like something that I just want y'all to keep in mind. She's a very ugly person, and not ugly on the outside. She's not an ugly person on the outside, but her character and like her, she's just nasty. Like she's just got a terrible disposition about her. Not towards me, because she never fucking played with me, but I'm talking about towards the people like around her. Like she's really, which is a red flag, and why I shouldn't be, I ain't had no business hanging around with a bitch like that anyway. But it's like she was somebody who talks about everybody that she's with, like, and when I say talk shit, I mean talk shit. Like she's biting bitches back out, bitches who she be calling her best friend and shit. Always got a new best friend. Them the type of bitches you gotta watch out for too. Always got some type of new best friend or a close friend or something. You always in and out of beef with your friends. You're always beefing. You're fighting. You're in and out of friendships. You're cool one day, you're not. You talking all this shit saying how you hate bitches and you don't fuck with bitches. And then the next day I see you posted up with them on Instagram. Like she's that type of bitch. Like a bitch that you really gotta watch out for. So she is, I don't know if I want to say certain stuff because I just don't want it to be obvious. But I don't think I give a fuck. She does hair and she does makeup, right? So, but she really mainly does hair. So just keep that in mind, right? So like I said, about 3 years ago, you know, we kind of rekindled our friendship again. Like we became cool again or whatever. And yeah, that pretty much was that. It was weird because I feel like we became cool because we both found out we was pregnant. Like we was pregnant at the same time, and our due dates was like 3 days apart. Like it was weird as fuck, honestly. And like I think we was already following each other on social media or something like that. I don't know, I'm not too sure, don't quote me on it. But long story short, me and her became cool. So like ever since, like I'm gonna say like 2019, especially after we both had boys, we had our sons and shit. Like after 2019, we started you know, trying to get, we was basically like, you know, having play dates and stuff like that, because our kids was literally the same age. Even though we didn't have our kids 3 days apart, that was their due dates, but we actually still ended up having them probably like a week and a half apart, something like that. So long story short, me and her kind of started getting closer off of that, and I was always going to her house, always bringing my son over there and stuff like that. Like it was always, that's just what it always was. Like we was becoming cool off of that, and we kind of became close. But it's like I don't know, it's like like she was cool, but at the end of the day, it's like at the same time, it's like I wasn't really playing her close, because for one, it's a bunch of stories, but it's like all her friends, and when I say all her friends, like all her friends, none of them bitches like me, like none of them. So it's like I'm just always hearing bitches talking shit. Like, she always coming back to me telling me a new story about them bitches and how they be saying shit about me and stuff. Mind you, y'all bitches is still mad off of some old middle school shit. I don't fuck with y'all bitches or care about none of y'all bitches. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Why is y'all still on my dick? Why is y'all mad that I'm cool with her? Because she was cool with me first of all. So it's like, I don't understand why. It was just always a bunch of shit. And it's like, I always felt real iffy about the situation, because I'm like, nobody you hang with like me, and you always telling me that them bitches is still talking shit about me and stuff like that, and these is the same bitches that you falling in and out with every other day. And I don't know, it's just weird. And it's like, certain people I just try to steer clear from. But at the time, you know, my son ain't really, my friends ain't had no kids that was like his age and stuff like that. She was like the only one. So it's like, you know, we kind of like was rebuilding a bond based off of that. Like, we'll go out, we'll take the boys out and stuff like that, like shit like that. So like I said, I told y'all like what she do here and shit like that. So fast forward or whatever, right? She does here, y'all know I be like trying to do my little makeup thing or whatever, but I don't be taking it serious enough. But at this time, I'ma say like this was probably like 2020, like probably like 2 years ago or whatever. So basically, she's a hairstylist, and it's like she do got clientele, but it's like it's not like up there like with it. So it's not the highest amount of clients, but she do got clientele. Like, I ain't even going to try to play or nothing, but she do got people who like been going to her for like years and shit like that. But you know, it's always room for improvement. It's always room for growth and shit like that when you're an entrepreneur, like you're a business owner or whatever you want to call it. So long story short, this was probably like after like a year after me and her like became cool and shit. Like, we done fucking went on a trip together. Like, it was a bunch of shit. So long story short, we ended up basically coming up with the idea of, it's so much shit I want to say, but I feel like saying too much is definitely going to give shit away. So I'm going to have to, a lot of stuff I can't even tell y'all. But long story short, one day me and her came up with the idea of, and this was like when I first got into my YouTube. Like, I probably had fucking one video or something. Like, I probably had one video at this time. Like, I think I had just posted my introduction YouTube video or something. But yeah, so me and her came up with the idea of, you know, we're going to use each other for promo. So mind you, like I said, she do makeup too, I do makeup, she do hair and shit like that. So a couple times, like, she had did my hair and shit. So it was like this, like, all right, so one day we had came up with the thing to do promo. So like I was telling y'all before, she has a very, I wish I could get more into detail, but it's like she has very ugly traits about her. It's like, she's just not a person who anybody should be friends with. Like I said, she never tried me or played me, but it's like, you know how you just witness certain shit that people do, and like they character and the shit that they do and how they are to other people and how they treat other people, how they talk about other people behind their back and stuff like that. It's like shit, it was a lot of shit wrong with her. And it's like, she's also a person that's like really full of herself, and it ain't nothing wrong. Everybody should be confident and shit like that, but it's like, it's a difference between being confident and being like full of yourself. Like, you want to keep talking down on bitches for the same exact shit that you're doing. Like, you talking that was the other thing about her. She'll always try to talk down on other bitches for doing shit that either she was doing or doing shit that she wished she could do but couldn't do. Like, it'd be weird. Like, I don't know, it'd just be weird. I wish I could get into it, but I'm just not. Like, I'm just not gonna get into it. I ain't even gonna get into all that. But it's just like, it'd just be weird, because it's like, who do you be thinking you is? Like, the way you be trying to make it seem like your situations don't even be the way you be trying to make it seem. Like, you be trying to talk like you so above bitches, and you're far from it. Like, you far from it. Like, you far from it. So it's like, it'd be weird. Like, she just was a very weird individual. So fast forward to what the story is actually about. Like I said, she was really full of herself, and it's like, she was also the type of person that, like, how I felt about it is that she was like a person that, I was about to say, I feel like she's a person that want to see you do good, but never better than her, but just not better than her. But I honestly don't even feel like she want to see other people do good. Like, you know how like if somebody look at somebody as a threat, they're not going to help them with certain stuff or whatever the case may be. Like, it'll just be weird shit like that. So it's like I felt like it was always like a weird ass energy because me and her was trying to like do the same shit, and it's like it'll be certain shit that I'll do that like she'll try to, I don't know, I really cannot explain that shit. So basically, like, this is how kind of how like the friendship like fell out, because one day we basically came up with the idea of us doing promo for each other. You know, she needed promo on her page, like she needed content to post on her page as well as I did. So we came up with the idea of, you know, I do your face for my page, you do my face for your page and shit like that. Like, that's how it was gonna be. So y'all just give me your opinion of the situation. So one day, right, we was over my house. So one day we over my house, right? So this was the first time. So she had came over my house or whatever. But that was the thing. She was also a user. Like, she was really a user. So it's like she'll act like, I remember one time she called me. So mind you, this was when we had already discussed doing a promo and shit. So she like, it was a couple times that this occurred, but I'm really only going to tell y'all about like 2 main times that it happened, because that's the 2 main times that really matter. So we basically talking about doing a promo and shit. So she like, mind you, the promo shit was her idea. Keep that in mind. It wasn't my idea. It was her idea. So she like, even though she did makeup, she wasn't like, she mainly does hair. Like, she doesn't really do makeup. It's like she know how to kind of do makeup, but she really does hair. Like, she doesn't really tap into the makeup like that. So her collection is not that great and all of that. Like, well, it wasn't at the time or whatever. Like, so I remember like she came over my house one time and she like saw like all the makeup that I had. Like, she saw I had like all this fucking makeup and shit. So that was one time. So then so this is the time that, so now we're going to fast forward to the part where she like basically like, I guess, tried to use me or something. So now we're going to fast forward back to like this time where she came to my house. So she came to my house and shit. So but before she came to my house, we on the phone. She like, yeah, you could do your promo. I want you to do my makeup. Da 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 da. So yo, she comes over my house, right? She goes into my room, because that's where like all my makeup and shit is. She goes into my room and I like I pick up like an eyebrow pencil because I was about to start her makeup. Why the fuck did she just start picking up all this fucking makeup and started like doing her own face? Like, me and you literally just got off the phone 2 seconds ago. You said I was doing your makeup. So every time I tried to like go towards her face with like the eyebrow pencil and shit, she like she like, no, I'ma just do this. She like, cause I like how I do my eyebrows, or I like how I do this and that. And she basically was saying it until her whole fucking face was finished. And my whole thing is, I just took that as you just wanted to use me to, because you don't have this much makeup at your house. Like, I got every fucking thing. I feel like I showed you my makeup collection before. You don't have this fucking this much makeup at your house. So I feel like she really came over just to use me for my makeup and tried to like finesse me. And like, instead of just asking could she do her face, she basically was like, oh no, we gonna do promo today, da 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 da. Like, I'm gonna come, like, because it probably would have sounded weird, because me and her was cool, but we wasn't that close for her to be like, oh, can I come over your house and use some of your makeup and do my face? Like, so it would have sounded weird if she said that. So she tried to basically say, like, she tried to spin it in a way to where she could be like, no, I want you to do promo today, so I'm going to come over there and you could do my face. And it's like, as soon as I go to do your face, you basically like flag me off and do your own whole face, when it's like, girl, if you needed to borrow some makeup, just say that. Like, that was fucking weird. So that was one time. I know y'all probably think that wasn't weird, but that was like one time, and it kind of irked me, because I'm like, you know, I need promo, you know, you need promo and shit like that. So why would you like basically try to spin me into like, just so you could use my, like, it was just weird. It was fucking weird. It was weird. So, oh, not to mention she was going somewhere that day. So it's like, that's why she really wanted to get her makeup done. She didn't want her makeup done for no fucking promo. She wanted her makeup done because she was going somewhere. So she tried to pretend she wanted me to do her face when really that's not what she wanted. So it was fucking weird. So now we're going fast forward to this second time, and this time I like cut her the fuck off. And the reason why I cut her off is because it's a bunch of shit that happened in between these times that I'm not really mentioning because it's kind of irrelevant. But it's just like, like, she's just really she was already annoying as shit as a person, and it's like, I don't know, like, this situation just kind of like made me cut her off, because it was a bunch of little shit that like built up to this moment. So one day she calls me again. She like, She like, yeah, let's do it. Matter of fact, this wasn't the second time. I'm lying. This was just probably I think this was the last time. So she calls me over to her house or whatever. So she like, what you doing today? Let's get promo. I need promo for my page. You need promo. Like, let's do promo. Let's do promo. So my whole thing is, it wasn't just the one time that I just told you about, but it was a couple times where she'll be like, let's do promo, but it's like she don't really do the promo. It's like she just kind of get her little benefit off of it, whether that's using me for my makeup or getting her promo off of me. So it was another time. So then it was another time where she came over or whatever. She said we was going to do promo. Guess what? She ended up doing both of our faces. She did hers and she did mine. She didn't let me do hers. So now this is another time. This time that I'm telling you about. Now she calls me again like, let's do promo, let's do promo. So she like, come over my house, bring your ring light, bring your camera, da 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 da, like saying all this shit. So I goes to her house or whatever, right? Mind you, I bring my son over there because her son is over there. So I go to her house and shit. So mind you, I'm getting irritated because like my whole thing is I take like business and that type of shit serious. It's like when I say I need content to post, I don't be playing like I take posting content and shit serious like when it comes to my business, because for one, I'm trying to get my shit out there, even though I still got some growing and improving to do, but it's like I like posting content and putting content out there, so I take that type of shit serious. So when she hit me up and she reached out to me, I'm like taking it serious. I'm like, all right, like this is what we're gonna do today. Like I kind of like made a plan of what we was gonna do, what we was gonna do. So it was me. I took my ring light over there, right? So mind you, I made a shit because I picked my whole fucking ring light up over there, and all of this shit was for no reason. Picked my whole ring light up. I packed my fucking baby up. I took my son over there or whatever. And all that. So I'm already irritated because I don't know why I was sitting over there for like 8 hours. Like that was another annoying ass thing she always do. She'll always call me to come do some shit if we won't do it, and she'll have me sitting in her fucking house for no fucking reason. Like I don't know, but anyway, this was one of them times I literally was there from sun up to sundown. Like I was there all fucking day from the morning time to the night time because she keeps saying promo, promo, promo. So I'm like, okay, like I'm with it, like because I'm like really trying to start taking this makeup shit serious. I'm really trying to start taking all my shit serious, my lash business, my hair business, all this shit. Like I'm trying to take Dai Ming extensions. Make sure you're shop. But anyway, yeah, so I go over there. So we sitting over there for like 8 fucking hours and shit. Like we literally was there all fucking day. So what happens once again? So we on some shit like we about to start the promo and shit, right? So we about to start the promo and shit, right? So of course I start getting my stuff out, like all my makeup and shit like that, to go do her face. She like, oh no, she like I want to go first. Let me do you first. Now my whole thing is, it's like all this weird shit that she doing. My whole thing is, bitch, if you don't like how I do makeup, just say that. Granted, the work that's on my makeup page now, like if y'all go look at my makeup page, like I came a long way, but at the end of the day, I started off, like when I started off, I was self-taught. So it's like I made a lot of improvement from there. And then y'all always be saying how y'all like how I do my face and shit like that. So I don't know. So basically she kind of like stopped me in my tracks, and she like, no, I want to go first. I want to go first or whatever. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So mind you, I'm not a fan of how she does makeup. Like it's not the worst looking thing, but she's not somebody who I will go to if I wanted my makeup done. Like she's just, you know, it's levels and shit. Like her makeup is good for what it is. Like she just, like I said, she's really a hairstylist. It's like she just a hairstylist who like also knows how to do makeup, but it's like, it's good for what it is, but it's not my type of preference. Like I know what type of makeup artist I like that be doing my face, and it's not her. So basically she cut me off. She was like, let me go first or whatever. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yo, first of all, this girl had me sitting in this chair. I lied to you or not. She was doing my eyebrows for like a good hour and a half. I lied to you or not. She was doing my eyebrows for like an hour and a fucking half, right? So on top of her doing my eyebrows for a fucking hour and a half, she takes a whole, like altogether it takes like 3.5 hours for her to do my face. Mind you, I don't, like I said, I don't really care for how she do makeup. Like I don't really care for it. Like it's not my preference. This girl, she got me in this fucking, mind you, and another thing, I don't like glitter makeup. Like I don't like this shit. I'm cool with like sparkle eyeshadow and stuff like that, like the eyeshadow that got the little sparkles in it. But as far as like actual like loose glitter, I don't like that shit. Like it's annoying, it's messy, and it's kind of like just childish at this point. I feel like I just feel like glitter is just childish. Like I don't really care for it. Like it's childish to me. So basically I'm saying all of that to say, like, she did this fucking dumbass bright red glitter ass look. Like I hated it. I hated everything about it. I was so irritated. I hated it. It was like red and green and whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. It was like red and green and glitter and shit. And then, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like how I don't like how she blend her shit. I don't like how she be having the eyeshadow all the way up to your fucking, like, I just don't like it. I don't like it. But as a friend or as an associate or whatever you want to call us, I'm going to allow you to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Why? Because this is your page. This is your promo. This is what you're putting on your page. This is for you and your viewers and your audience. This is for y'all. This is not, it's not about me at the end of the day. I'm being a friend and I'm letting you play on my face or whatever. Like, I'm letting you, you know, do whatever you want. Freestyle on my face. I'm letting you do whatever it is that you want because it's for you. It's for your promo, right? Keep that in mind. It comes time for me to do her face for my promo. Yo, I don't even think I got an eyebrow done. I started doing so the whole time. So actually that might be close to what all it is that I got done. So as soon as I start, mind you, the whole time she doing my face, I'm just chilling in a chair with my eyes closed, just letting her do whatever to my face, mad as shit that I'm sitting in the fucking chair for like 3 fucking hours, right? So it comes my turn or whatever. As soon as I pull out my eyebrow pencil, she like this. This what she doing the whole time, looking at her face in the camera. Sis, what is you doing? Like, relax. Like, let me, like, what are you, like, it was just annoying as shit. So she like, so she just like looking at herself the whole time, I guess, to monitor what I'm doing. Mind you, at that point, I was doing makeup kind of how I do it now, probably a little less beat, like, but it wasn't bad for what it was. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, I always knew how to do my own face. So it's like, I don't know, it was just weird how she was acting as if like I just started this shit. Like, it was weird. So she was like looking at herself the whole time and shit. So I goes to do the eyeshadow, right? So mind you, I was going to do like a little like nude thing, and it was like this sparkle like shimmer like eyeshadow or whatever that I was going to put on her eyes. So I do like one eye, right? So I take the shimmer stuff and I'm like putting it in her eyes, but the whole time she's looking like in the phone, being annoying and shit, looking at herself in the camera. So she like, oh, hold up. She like, let me fix this. So she take a brush and she start fixing it and shit. Then she goes and get up and walk over to the other side of like the room that we was in or whatever, and she start like putting on this purple shit and doing all this extra shit and doing all this weird shit like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, ain't I supposed to be doing your face? She like, yeah, but that shimmer stuff, she like, it looks stupid. My whole thing is, bitch, every fucking time, I don't like how you do makeup. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't care for it. I would never pay you for that shit if it came down to it. I don't like how you do makeup at all. But you said we're going to do promo, so I'm going to let you do whatever the fuck you want to do for your promo. If this is the look that you choose to do on me, if it come out looking a mess or whatever the case, this is your promo at the end of the day. So why when it come to me, you're not letting me do what the fuck I want on you? Like, why is it about you? Why are you sitting there and you telling me the shimmer stuff that I'm trying to put on your eyes looks stupid? How do it look stupid? It's fucking new. It was like a new shimmer, whatever the fuck it was. It's like, it wasn't nothing wrong with it, but I just was taking that as she just didn't want me touching her face at all. And I don't even think it was about her not liking how I did makeup. I think she just didn't want me. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was. It's like, I don't know. It was weird as fuck. And my whole thing is like, bitch, I don't even like how the fuck you do makeup. I don't want you touching my face at all. But I let you do it. Let me stop saying touching her face. Like, she just didn't want me doing her makeup, I'm trying to say. But it's like, that's weird as fuck. My whole thing is, let's say that I do your face and it come out looking a hot ass mess, right? What the fuck is it to you? Why do you care? Why do you care? If you felt that bad about it, you could have waited till after I was finished your face and gave your feedback. But like I said, this was only like 2 years ago. I can show you how my face used to be 2 years ago. It wasn't that far off from this. Like I knew how to do makeup 2 years ago. So it's like, why are you giving me such a hard, like why every time it's like you keep making sure you benefit off of me and you want to use my makeup and use my face for your promo and your hair and your this and your that. And that was the other thing. She was like kind of like, I guess, trying to start a boutique or some shit like that. So she always had these samples. And every time I did a fucking photo shoot, she kept trying to make me wear her samples for my photo shoot. It's like, because y'all know I do photo shoots a lot. It's like you keep trying to benefit off of me, but not letting me benefit off. It's like, it was just weird, and I don't like shit like that. Like, that shit made me so fucking mad. Like, yo, she really did not let me do her face. I know you're probably like, this story sounds so fucking stupid, but yo, she did not let me do her face, and I was so fucking mad. Like, she took off everything that I did. I didn't even get nowhere. I think I did like her eyebrows and like one eye, and the whole time she just like this in her phone looking at herself. Like, relax. Like, I didn't do all of that. My whole thing is, as a friend, I don't give a fuck if you do eyebrows, lashes, hair, whatever the case may be. If you want, matter of fact, my folks is about to come down here now and do hair. And what she said, I want to do your hair for content. And guess what the fuck I'm going to do? I'm going to let her do my hair for content. Why? Because that's my folks. And I'm all for supporting you. And if you need me to be a muse for your business, okay. My whole thing is, bitch, you keep trying to fucking benefit off of me, but not letting me, like, not letting the relationship really be like you not letting it be reciprocated. And that shit is fucking weird. Like, my whole thing is, like I was saying, if my friend do hair, makeup, lashes, whatever the case may be, and they ask me for that shit, guess what? If it comes out looking a mess and they decide to post it or whatever the case may be, guess what? At the end of the day, it's always room for improvement for everybody. Everybody got to start off somewhere. So if somebody do my lashes and I don't really like the way they look, or my eyebrows and I don't really like the way they look, I'm not going to sit here and say, ooh, no, you can't, I can't, you can't do this. At the end of the day, it's practice. Like, why wouldn't I let somebody practice on me? It's okay. It's okay. You making it seem like, bitch, I was doing your fucking face for a fucking fashion show or something. We're practicing on each other. What the fuck is the problem? It's weird. Like, that shit is weird. And it was given, I don't want to say, hey, see, that's the thing. Like I said, I'm leaving a lot of stuff out of the story, so y'all don't really know her. But it's like, at that point, it was like giving hater. Like, because we kind of be doing like the same shit. Like, she kind of do photo shoots too, but her shit, no shade. Like, y'all see my shit is like, y'all see my shit is like real. Like, my quality is different. Like, when it comes to, like, it's levels to that photo shoot shit, whereas hers is like, it be given she did the pictures on her phone or something. Like, I don't know. So it's like we kind of do the same shit with the makeup, the photo shoots and stuff like that. And it's like, I will always come up with ideas for us to like really try to come up together, and it's like she would never be with that shit. And it's like, I don't know, it just was given like low-key hater, because I look at myself like the underdog. Like, I feel like a lot of shit that I be doing and pulling off, people don't be expecting it from me, because I'm like quiet and I'm not like really all out in the open, and I'm not flashy, and I don't be doing all this shit, where it's like she's like more loud, out in the open, always telling somebody business, always telling her business to everybody. And it was like, I don't know, like she was just like really weird with the shit. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like she kind of like looked down on me in a way. Like, on some underdog type of shit. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but she was fucking weird. And it's crazy because one time I went to her house, right? So her and her brother got into this crazy ass fist fight. Like, they got into this crazy ass fight, right? So why the fuck did the brother tell me, like, when I had went through or whatever, her and her brother arguing and shit. And the brother said to me, he said, that's not your friend. Or he said, she not your friend. He said, watch, soon you gonna see she is not your friend. She ain't nobody friend. Like, soon you gonna see. So mind you, at that time, I already knew how fake she was, because she would always be spewing everybody's business to me and talking shit about bitches that she literally be with on a daily basis. So it's like, I already knew I already knew how to play her, because it was like, I already knew not to play her too close, because I already knew what type of person she was. But once he said that shit to me, it was kind of like weird. It was crazy how like he said that shit to me, how your own brother outed you to me and said that like you wasn't really my friend or whatever. So why the fuck one day, right, me and her or I had her Instagram on my phone or something. So basically one of her ugly ass mad ass friends, the one that I told you, one of the friends that I told you was mad that me and her was cool or whatever. One of them friends, first of all, the bitch was salty as shit because she was trying to be my friend again and I didn't want to fuck with her. So it's like, I don't know, she kind of started a beef with Ryan because Ryan was still cool with me and she wasn't. Like, I don't know, it was weird. But basically, I had her Instagram on my phone or whatever. So me and her is like, I had Ryan's Instagram on my phone or whatever. So me and one of her friends or whatever kind of started arguing like on Ryan's page because the girl started talking about me and her DM and shit and all this other shit. So she thinking that she arguing with Ryan, but whole time she's arguing with me. So we just going back and forth or whatever. Why the fuck did the girl say? She said, you fake as shit. She said, you just told me that you seen I forgot what the fuck she said, but she said, you just told me that you seen Ming and you said some shit about her. Like, it was some shit that she said. Basically, the friend was saying, thought she was talking to Ryan when she really was talking to me. She was talking to Ryan, and she basically was like, you fake as shit. You just was saying something about that bitch. Like, something about me. Like, she was saying some crazy shit about me. So I look at her, so I'm like, why she just say that you said such and such about me? And she like, what? I never said that. Whole time, girl, I know you. You talk about everybody that you be with. I know for a fact that you said that shit. I know for a fact you said that shit because you just a fake ass bitch. So that was pretty much that or whatever. So after that, I kind of like fell back off of her, but we was still like talk, because it's like at the end of the day, bitch, I don't even take you personal. You was never my real friend. We kind of like made a bond based off of our sons hanging together or whatever. But it was never giving it. Like, you been fake. Like, you're fake as shit. You literally be talking shit to me about bitches, and then the next day be best friend on Instagram. That's weird as fuck. Like, you talk about everybody. Like, so it's like bitches like bitches like you, I need to steer clear from anyway. So basically, fast forward to, I'm gonna say, about 3 months ago, right? Like I said, she always was the type of person where I feel like she like wanted to see you do good but not better than her or whatever. And it's like, I feel like it was always some type of, I don't want to say competition, but it's like, I don't know, it's like she never wanted to like us on the same level. That's just how I looked at her. Like, that's just how I took it. So basically, I don't know, like I said, I ended up falling back off of her. That literally was the last time I went to her house or anything. Mind you, that was like 2 years ago. Like, when after that shit happened and you had me sitting over here for fucking 8 fucking hours all this fucking time and you ain't even let me get my promo, like, you ain't even let me benefit off the situation, but you benefit off the situation, making me take all these fucking pictures for you and for your page and shit like that. After that, I was cool off of her. But we kind of still was talking because of the kids or whatever. So fast forward to say, I'm gonna say, like, it was a couple months ago. Let me not say what month it was. But basically, her son's birthday was like a couple months ago and shit. So mind you, I don't give a fuck about you no more. So no shade. But I don't, like, our sons don't be together or nothing. So it's like, I don't really give a fuck about nothing that's going on that side, to be honest. But because our sons was together, I felt the need to, you know, say happy birthday to her son and shit. So I wrote her and I said it or whatever. And I don't even know if she said thank you. But mind you, our son's birthday is like a week and a half apart. And my son's birthday came up and she ain't say nothing. She just watched my story. And that kind of like irritated me because it's like, bitch, I went out of my way to say happy birthday to you because I didn't care to do that shit. Like, I went out of my way to say happy birthday to your son and you ain't say happy birthday to mine. Weird. So once that happened, I'm like, I guess we really is like off each other now. Like, I don't know. I didn't really give a fuck, but I don't know, it was just weird. So then her birthday came up probably like 2 months after that. And when her birthday came up, I ain't say nothing to her. Bitch, I'm not fucking saying happy birthday to you. You ain't say happy birthday to my son when I went out of my way to say happy birthday to yours. It's like, I don't know, it was just giving weird, I don't know. Certain shit I don't want to say because it's just like, I don't know. I might get into it into another story time, but y'all would really have to know what I'm talking about. But anyway, long story short, her birthday came around and I ain't say happy birthday to her, so she ended up unfollowing me and I unfollowed her ass right the fuck back. Like, bitch, you ain't no fucking celebrity. Like, so I don't know, but that pretty much was the story. I know the story was stupid as fuck. Y'all probably like, bitch, what the fuck are you even talking about? But I don't know. I just felt the need to tell this story. Cause I don't know, I just was thinking about it, but I'm like, I just feel like, I don't know, people is just crazy, and I just really feel like she was low-key like I don't know if it was like jealousy or like what it was, but it was some type of underlying issue that you never wanted to see me win. And it's like when I did pull shit off, like when I moved to Atlanta and stuff like that, she'll be trying to dicky and call me and ask me my business or ask me how did I do that and how did I, it's like she'll call me to try to be in my business and try to act like she congratulating me when really she not. She just calling me to be newsy. It's like every time I did something, she ain't really, and then it's like when I started doing other shit like the Airbnb and shit, like she wasn't congratulating me on nothing. It's just like, I don't know, bitches just be weird, because it's so funny, because it's like I said, she's a bitch that's really like full of herself, like really full of herself, and be talking down on other bitches and all that, and it's like you ain't really doing shit for real, like you ain't really got no like real motion for the way that you be talking. And I don't know, I feel like she probably be feeling some type of way about seeing me do this shit. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's weird. I don't know, the shit is weird, but that's why I just don't talk to her no more, because it's like once you make me feel weird, you already made me feel weird with me. And it's like on top of that, like I said, you the type of bitch that talk shit about bitches and then turn around and be hugged up with them on social media the next day, and them type of bitches you gotta steer clear from. So it's like it just wasn't given this friendship or whatever, the relationship, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is just is dead. Like it's dead. Like it's dead. Like I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, that was my story time of my jealous friend, because that's just what it's given. Like that's just what it was given. And I don't like I said, it's not even about just the makeup. Like I said, y'all would really have to know, but I'm really trying to watch what I say, because I don't really be knowing who be watching these videos, and I don't want nobody putting two and two together. But it's like it's a bunch of events that like occur like that. It'll like be little shit where it be like weird shit, like you know how people like kind of like say hate and shit in like a joking way and shit, like that's the type of person she was. Like I don't know, it's just giving you mad or something. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like that's the crazy part. I ain't even give bitches a reason to be mad yet. I ain't even give bitches a reason to be upset yet, and they be upset or be like trying to hold me back or something. Like it just be weird. But my fault. Yeah, I had got a phone call, so I forgot where I had left off at. But yeah, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, even though I did not give you a detail like I said. And I be telling you in a lot of stories, I really do be leaving a lot of detail out, so y'all wouldn't really see where I'm coming from, where y'all probably won't think I'm overthinking or being over dramatic. But just from the little events that I told y'all about, what do y'all think? Like, what do y'all think about the situation? But that's pretty much the story time or whatever. I don't know, I just felt like telling y'all that story. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this girl. Like I just feel like it's just like weird. Like it's like I don't want to say she was in competition, but it's like, because like I said, we do a lot of the same stuff, so it's like I can't explain it, and it's like I'm really not trying to say too much, but it's like weird. And it's like, are you like, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't even want to say too much. But just let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I ain't even going to bring no other shit up unless, like, I don't know. I don't know. Right now, all that other shit might be another story time for another day. But let me know what y'all think. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.